Hello, I want to specially welcome you all to this tutorial. It's a pleasure having you. Okay, so in this video, I'll be explaining the Biziar tool and how it actually works. Okay, so I'll be explaining everything you need to know about the Biziar tool in Pixel Lab. So the Biziar tool is this icon here. You can see this icon here is the Biziar tool. You can see the name is down. So I'll be explaining how it actually works and how you can make use of it. So with the Biziar tool, you can create custom shapes in Pixel Lab. You can make different patterns. The way you want your shape to be. You can create different things. With perhaps you want to design a logo, you can use this tool as well to manipulate that and do some other mind-blowing and interesting things in Pixel Lab. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'll be clicking on the Bezier tool now to explain how it actually works and the tools under the Bezier tool. I'll click on that. Okay. So once I click on it, it takes me to something like this. As you can see, we have this curve here, right? And this curve has 2 points, point one and point two. Okay, point one and point two. Absolutely. So now I want to explain the first section we have under the Bezier tool, which are these tools, here. So the first one, we have the plus icon here, the plus icon, right? So with the plus icon, I can add another maybe shape or line depending on what I'm creating. Now we have just this, right? So if I should click on the plus, you can see I have another one of these. That means I'm creating another shape or another new Bezier, like so. All right, so with the other one, with the next icon here, allows me to navigate. I can, if I click on it, it's going to take me back to the previous shape that I created, that I was on. Okay, which is the first one. Let me kind of move it and show us different, different like so. Okay, so now I'm presently on this first one now. Okay, so with the next shape here, next icon here, if I should click on it, it's going to take me back to the, I'm presently on this particular curve line here. If I should click on this, it's going to take me back, which will be this. All right, so if I click on this now, you can see it now takes me what to this first curve, right? So the opposite of this is this. If I should click on this, it's going to take me downwards to the one I selected earlier, which is this one, right? Let me click on that and you see. Oops. Let me click on that, you can see. All right, so the next icon to this one is this two, right? And what is two, this icon with number two there, it signifies the the particular curve or shape that we've just selected. In this case, the first shape that we created was the default one that we that displayed when we clicked on the Bezier tool, right? Which was this particular one, the top one here is number one. So the second one we created was this, which is number two. So you notice that this particular icon here, we have two there, we have number two there, which means that we have just selected, or we are on this second shape here or curve. I hope you understand my explanation. So if I should select the first one here, which is this, you see we're going to have another, it's going to change from two to one. Let's just do that. You can see now I'm on this first curve here, and you can see the number here is now number one. Okay, let me create another one so that we can have a better understanding of this. Now I have three of this now, right? I have three of this shape now. Okay, if I should click on the first one, which if I should go click on the first one, which is this, right? This one, okay, you can see the number here is one. If I should move to the other one, the number is now two, right? If I should move to the other one, the number is now three. You can see that's how it actually works. Now the next icon to this is what is this. So with this we can duplicate or copy this shape or curve that we have just selected. So now you can see, now I've selected this particular one, right? If I should click on this icon, this copied icon is going to copy the one that I've just selected, which is this. You can see, and I have this particular one. So this, you can see this also adds to our, if I should click on this plus icon, it adds another curve, right? And if I should click on this one, it copies it. So there's a difference between this and this. There is a difference between this and this. And the difference is that this one, if I should click on this plus icon, it creates a new Bezier, like the default curve that's gonna give us it creates a new one entirely. But unlike the other one here, this copy is going to copy that particular shape. I'm going to explain that now. For example, let's say I'm on this. For example, let me just kind of I want to explain that. So I'm on this now, right? Let me create. I'm going to explain it right. I'm creating this now. All right. So I just created this shape now, right? This particular shape. Okay. So if I should click on this I want to explain the difference between this and this now, right? If I should click on this plus icon, just check out what happens. Let me click on that. You see what happened? It actually brings another new shape entirely, or new curve entirely, for us to begin creating another one, right? If I should click on the copied one, which is this, it's going to copy this particular you know it's going to copy um this particular shape, right? So if I should click on that now, you can see. Okay, let me select it first. Let me select it before. Let me see. Okay, I've not selected it. Now if I should click on copy, you can see we have this different shape entirely. So that's how it actually works. With this plus, what it gives us new curve to start with. But with the copy, it copies the curve or the shape that we just created, in Biziar too, right? All right, I hope you understand that part. So the next one, I've explained this earlier. I said is the opposite of this. With this, I can move from one to another. You can see. So the next one, which is this minus sign, is the opposite of this plus. With plus, we create a new Biziar, but with the minus, we will delete the Biziar that we just selected. So in this case, I've just selected this one here, this other one here. So if I should click on the minus, it can actually delete the one I've just selected. I hope you understand my explanation. Perfect. Now let's move to the next one under the Biziar mode. Okay, so with the Biziar mode, we're now getting into more technical stuff here. But don't don't be panic. It's not difficult at all. I'm gonna explain and break everything down. I'm gonna explain everything in detail. You get to understand everything and how it actually how it actually works. Now the first one, which is this, I'm gonna go back to the default, so that we can explain better, I can understand better. I'm gonna go back to the default let me delete this one. Okay, so now we have this here. We have this curve here. So with this particular one, this first one, you can see once I click on it, it's the background changed into blue. Okay, so that means I've just selected this first one. So the way this one the first icon here actually works is that under the Bizier mode, right? The way it actually works is that once I'm on this particular icon here, this one, on this particular icon here, once I'm on this particular icon here, okay, I can click. If I should click on anywhere on my screen, it's going to add another point for us. Now we have just only 2 points, point 1 and point 2, or point A and point B. Okay, point A and point B. So if I should click on anywhere on my screen, while I am on this icon here, the first icon here, if I should click on anywhere on my screen, it's going to add another point for me. Now if I should click on anywhere on my screen, now we now have a new point, which is point C. Initially we had point A and point B, but now by clicking on anywhere on my screen, while I am on this two, or on this icon, we have point C. While I'm still on this icon, if I should click on anywhere on my screen again, we have a new point now, which is our point D. We have A, B, C, D. 4 points. Absolutely. So I hope you understand that part now. Let me just go back. Right. So that's how this um first icon actually works under the Bezier mode. With this, we can create different points or create a new point. You get that, right? The next one to that is this. So with this, we can move the points around and manipulate the points that we have created. It's as simple as that. So how does that work? Is that now I have this point selected, right? This particular point selected, right? We have point A and point B. But now I have just point A selected. I've just selected point A. So if I should click on this other icon here, which is this, for manipulating the points that we've created, if I should click on this, it actually creates, you can see we have this line that just appears under point B. Okay, you can see once I let me move away from it. So I'm on this point now. You can see there's no any line or any line here, right? So once I click on the second one, which is this, for the manipulation, if I just click on this, we have a new line which has just appeared under point B. You can see we have this line here, right? Now with this line, once it's been created, I can what move this around. Why I am on this second icon? Okay, I can move this around to manipulate these any way I feel like. So I hope you understand that. So if I should click on this other one now, while I'm still on this, okay, I can switch from one point to another. So if I should click on point A now, which is this, remember this is point A, this is point B, right? So if I should click on the point A, which is this, now I can click on it and we have this line as well. I can manipulate this as well. You get the explanation. It's very, very straightforward, right? Fine. So now the third one we have is this. Oops. The third one we have is this, right? This is the first one, the first icon. The second one, this is the third one here. Okay, so if I click on the third one, with this third one I can move this around. You can see while I'm on this third one, I can simply move what I've created with the Biziar tool around. You can see I can move it anywhere to any position I feel like on my screen. It's as simple as that. So I hope you get that aspect. Remember, the first one is to create a new point. So while I'm on this icon, if you click on anywhere on my screen, I'm going to have another point created, right? This other one is to what, which is this, is to manipulate the points that we have created, and the third one is to move the whole shape around to any position on our screen. Absolutely. Now I've just explained the first one on top, the first tools we have here under the Biziar tool. I've explained the Biziar mode, which are the tools we have here, right? And now we are moving on to the action parts of the Biziar tool, the actions parts, which are these. Okay, with this you can perform various actions to your shape. Now let me explain this first one, right? So to explain this, I want to create different points now to explain this better. So to create a point, remember I have to click on this first icon here, right? I'm going to click on this. Then once I click on it, I click on anywhere on my screen to create a new point, like so, as you can see. All right. So now I have different points. I have point A, point B, C, D, and E, right? Which are 5 points. Good. Now this first icon, the way it works is that if I should click on this, it's going to delete the point that I've selected. Now I've selected this point E right now. I have this point E selected. So if I should click on this icon here, this particular one is going to delete the point E. Let's do that. Click on it. You can see the point E has been deleted. Now if I should click on this once again, this point D will be deleted as well. Deleted. As you can see, click on delete. It's now been deleted. You can see. So basically, basically with this point, with this icon, you can delete the points that you've selected, which remember points I was at this. You can see where we have this white, white let's say circle, small circle, and we have point A and point B right now, just 2 points. Good. Now the next one, which is the next one to this deletes points, is this one. So I'm going to create new points as like so. Now the way this one actually works is that this second one is that you can use this to enclose the shape that you're creating. Now you can see we have 4 points here, right? We have 4 points here, points A, B, C, D. Now I want to enclose this. I want to make sure this I want to close this up. This one I want to close it with this shape, with this point here. To do that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on this second icon under actions. Okay, I'll click on this second under action. That's how it actually works. So once I click on it, it's going to enclose this shape up. Click on it, you can see it's now being enclosed, right? You can see like so. So that's how the second one actually works, which is this. I hope you get that explanation. So with this, you can enclose the shape. All right, now let's move to the next one. Now let's move to the next one, which is this. Okay, which is this. So with the next one is, I just explained this. The next one is this. So with this, you can, if you click on this now, what actually happens is that you can scale, increase the size, decrease the size. Let me create more points so that you can understand better. Okay, so I have this created now and close. Okay, I can move this around. So I have this created now. So if I should click on this third icon here, which is this, you can what? You can expand. You can expand or scale up or down. Click on this. I can click on. It takes me to where I can scale it. For example, is at 100%. If I should increase it, it increases the size. If I should decrease it, decreases the size. So that's how it actually works. Then I click on cancel. Now the next one to that is this one here, right? This one here, there's the next icon. If I click on that, I can rotate this all around, as you can see, towards the right, towards the left. You can see I'm rotating this to anywhere I feel like. So that's how this actually works. All right, so let's now move down. I've explained these three. I've explained this. I hope you understand my explanation. This, right? I've explained the Biziar mode, this, and I've explained the actions, which are this, right? So the next one now is to go over the fill. We are now under fill. Okay, so with the fill, basically is that you can add colors to the shape you've created with the Biziar tool. Now the opacity is 100, 0%. If I should move it towards the right, it's what it's getting, the color is getting displayed, like, and the default color here is white, right? So I'm getting this shown. Okay, it's giving the color more visibility. So like so. Now I can change the color of this. If I should come down under fill color, you can see we have color. I can give it different colors I feel like so. Okay, now I can give it gradients as well. Click on gradients. I can change the colors of gradients. Okay, if I scroll down, I have the stroke. The stroke width is at 4. I can increase it like so, as you can see. I can come down, change the stroke opacity. I can reduce the opacity of the stroke. I can increase the opacity. I can change the stroke color as well, as you can see. Okay, I can change the stroke color. I can give it a gradient color as well if I feel like. All right, so that's how the stroke actually works. So once I'm done with my, with what I'm creating with the Biziar tool, and I'm going to click on this line here to check it. If I want to cancel it, if I don't want to save this, I'm going to click on the down one, which is the cancel icon. It's as simple as that, right? So I hope this is straightforward. You understand everything. Remember how I explained everything. If there's no part you don't really understand, you can go back and watch it again. I believe I've explained everything in detail, right? So at this point now, we have how many points here? We have point A, B, C, D, and E. We have 5 points. We have 5 points here, right? So that's how it actually works. So once I'm done, I'm going to click on this to check it, and I have my shape created. I can expand it, I can rotate it here, I can do whatever I feel like, just the way I would with any shape created in Pixel Lab. If I go to my layer panel, have this new layer created here. And how did I create this shape? I use the Biziar tool. So basically with the Biziar tool, you can create any shape. So let's say you still want to make an adjustment to this shape after you've saved it like so. You can still go back to make your adjustments. To do that, you just have to come to this side. You can see we have edit here. You can see we have edit. If I click on the edit, it's going to take me back, and I can make any adjustment to this any way I feel like so. As you can see, it's as simple as that. Once I'm done, I'm going to click on this, and I have my new shape created. Very, very simple and straightforward. It's not difficult to use at all. So in the next video, I'll be taking us through how we can use this Biziar tool to create basic shapes like circle and square shape. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye for now.